as the racist, and the greatest liberator of all time are viewed as the anti-racist, and the biggest villain in the religion of modern America, like the devil is Adolf Hitler and Jesus is Martin Luther King. That's kind of like the way popular, the culture is constructed. I think that there is actually a lot more nuance to bigotry, and that everybody has a bit of bigotry in them. But I think that America, it is true to some degree that Americans have been replaced by immigration policy from their government. America went from being a 90% majority white Christian country to now being, it's like in the 50s%, and may even be a majority minority country in the next couple decades. And then white people might ultimately be a minority in this country going forward.
And the mainstream media demonized white.
Yes,
whites.
This was done against the will of the domestic population. No, there was never a referendum on open borders and massive racial change in America because it would have failed. No, the country wouldn't have supported it. And there is going to be a group of people, not just white people, but there are going to be a group of people who wish that America remain majority white. And that doesn't mean you have to hate black people, or that doesn't mean you have to hate Muslims or hate Latin American or Latino people or whatever. It's like, there's nuance between, there's a view where you go, hey, I want America to remain majority white because that's kind of what America's always been, and I want it to continue being what America's always been. That doesn't mean I want to reinstitute slavery or have a genocide 100%. Or something like that.
And if you're a white person, you're like, well, what the fuck? I don't exist.
Why am I supposed to root for my own destruction?
Yeah, I don't have a place to exist at. Fuck that, dude.
Well, it would be crazy
I'm
to
just so sick of like, there's just so, it's like, yeah, it's just so sick of white people are always the bad people. I'm sick of your movies of white people are always the bad people. And that's one of the things that's craziest about the genocide stuff. It's like, well, now you have a group of people, you have Israel and their government that has set the bar for who the new bad people are.
Dude, they act like it's anything but. Like it's anything. Dude, I was listening. Mark Levin gave a speech about the rise of anti-Israel sentiment and anti-Semitism, and he doesn't mention the genocide. Like as if that's not a part of it. It's like everything. It's like you mentioned everything except
that's the part of it.
There's this one tiny detail you're missing, which is that you committed a genocide in 4K.
You taught me my whole life that if somebody is doing like something like that Hitler and the Nazis did, that it's wrong, right? All these movies, all the books, many of that I've paid to see and paid to read and wanted to absorb.
You see Obama's speechwriter? She's this Jewish chick, Obama's speechwriter, but she goes, the Holocaust training really backfired. Because now people are conditioned to see, like, when a big, powerful state is just killing helpless, captive people, that they view that as the same as, like, the Nazis do. So she's actually going, like, oh, the real problem with all this Holocaust education is that now people are pissed off when we try to do it. Like, Jesus Christ, lady. You said that out loud into a microphone?
Yeah, here it is right here.
Yep.
And so while in the 1990s, a young person probably wasn't going to find Al Jazeera or someone like Nick Fuentes, today those media outlets find them. They find them on their phones. It's also this increasingly post-literate media, less and less text, more and more videos. So you have TikTok just smashing our young people's brains all day long with video of carnage in Gaza. And this is why so many of us can't have a sane conversation with younger Jews, because anything that we try to say to them, they are hearing it through this wall of carnage. So I want to give data and information and facts and arguments, and they are just seeing in their minds carnage, and I sound obscene. And, I think...
Yeah, that's right. We see the dead babies. And that, believe it or not, these dead babies are having an effect on people, Theo.
I know.
People are feeling feelings.
Who would ever have thought?
When we witness children being tortured to death by the tens of thousands, we think about that. And your bullshit propaganda doesn't work as well.
Yeah, I don't want to...
This next part is actually the craziest part.
I don't want to pause it, Ms. Hurwitz, and hear about the statistics at the moment.
Which, by the way, it's not even like she has a statistical argument
I know,
to make.
but they try to build a graph.
No, it's
or
more.
Something
It's more like I've seen thousands of images of dead kids, and then you're calling me a bigot.
And it wasn't a choice I made with my brain. It was a choice I made with my heart, you idiot.
Yeah,
It's not like you can't rationalize me into thinking that genocide is okay. You cannot do it.
Yeah.
I don't care how many graphs or people you interview or someone, you cannot do it. It's not in here. It's in here. That's how I know it's wrong.
Yeah, come on.
Let's go. Man. Let's play a little more.
The very smart, I think, bet that we made on Holocaust education to serve as anti-Semitism education in this new media environment, I think that is beginning to break down a little bit because, Holocaust education is absolutely essential. But I think it may be confusing some of our young people about anti-Semitism because they learn about big, strong Nazis hurting weak, emaciated Jews. And they think, oh, anti-Semitism is like anti-black racism, right? Powerful white people against powerless black people. So when on TikTok all day long they see powerful Israelis hurting weak, skinny Palestinians, it's not surprising that they think, oh, I know, the lesson of the Holocaust is you fight Israel. You fight the big, powerful people hurting the weak people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yes, and a
real.
captive people, a people who can't leave, don't have the option to go anywhere.
Imagine you can't even leave.
Yeah, like that's a big part of it. But it is
It's like Saw. It's like a huge game of fucking Saw.
But it is amazing just to me that she said that out loud and didn't think to herself, oh, huh.
That's the scary part.
Like, man, if I just looked at this from the other perspective, yeah, what I'm saying is that, like, oh, we're actually against holocausting powerless people.
It feels sociopathic almost to be like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it sure does. Sociopathic is a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like,
She's talking about the topic of all of this shit, whether it's Charlie Kirk's letter to Netanyahu or that conversation or the guy at CBS News or like any of it. The topic of all of them is we're losing. How do we get back to winning? So like at least they're acknowledging that like shit, this just isn't working anymore, man. And I do think there's something beautiful to it, man. I think there's something beautiful where like even just you just making the point that you just made where you're like, look, this isn't something in my head, this is something in my heart. I just saw a child being tortured to death. I'm not okay with this. And when I say tortured to death, I just mean like
tortured to death. You're
a
right.
building crumbling on them as their bones crush and they cry out and no one comes to save them. It's pretty bad. And then Ben Shapiro could come up with all his fancy arguments in the world, but the audience is looking at that and going, I'm not with you on that.
But just how are you still creating I don't understand how somebody could still be creating an argument. I think that's where the weird disparity comes in. Like, I can't even, I mean, yes, I make a lot of poor choices in my life and I've done a lot of things that are not great, but yeah, I don't understand how you could just think that that's okay, You
got 0 supported genocides on your track record though, so that's good.
Yeah. That's true. That's a good point. Thanks so much, Dave, for stopping by, dude.
Dude, absolutely. Anytime, man.
I appreciate it, man, so much. Great to start the year off with you. Yeah, I'm hopeful that 2026 will bring in good things. I will say this. A lot of my life I've thought, man, my time on Earth has been it's been exciting and fun, but it's been a little boring as a society. Like as a time period in America, it's been like just kind of a comfortable time. And man, it's just in a couple years that's changed a lot.
It's gotten real interesting. But yeah, I'm excited. I like being alive during these times. I'm excited to see where everything goes. And I love like the relationship we get to have like with our audience. Like we kind of all go through this together and we're kind of all like, yo, did you see that? That was crazy. And
it's crazy.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, whenever Charlie Kirk got shot, I was texting people and like other podcasts and stuff like, stay alive, dude, Or like if I have a tough question, I can call you and ask you about it. I'm like fucking bothering this father out there in fucking Jersey.
You're never bothering me, dude. I love talking to you.
But yeah, man, thanks so much. I'm curious to see what Candace has for dinner for us.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah. All right, thanks so much, Dave.
You're the man, dude.
All right, peace, buddy.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone.